Good morning, teachers. Good morning, colleagues. I want to welcome you to this other day for COHORT3 training. I want to thank God for protecting us. As usual, we are going to start this presentation. We are going to start this with a prayer. I want to appreciate all the participants who have joined in very early. I want to appreciate the co-facilitators. Call, I have Mr. George rather. I have Mr. Sechito Henry. I have Mr. Mukisa Godfrey, and I know other facilitators will be coming through. Then we have our facilitator for today's morning session just with us, Mr. Mkalele Rogers. With me, Mr. Ugesha Dennis. Now, I am going to ask one of you to lead us in an opening prayer to kickstart our event. If there is one of you among us too, I'll ask you to put it on. Well, I have Joel. Huh? Joel, could you kindly unmute? I've asked you to unmute.
All right. Lord, thank you for this morning. Thank you for taking for the answers to the end of our lesson. We pray that you guide us, guide our teachers who are going to participate in this program. Also want to pray for Dr. Mr. Jerry and everyone here together so we can accomplish the task we are learning. We pray that we bless us through this course.
Amen. Thank you very much, Teacher Joel, for leading through an opening prayer. It is 10 minutes after 8. I wouldn't take long because the session is always 1 hour. Ladies and gentlemen, now may invite Mr. Mkalele Rogers to lead us through how to set Zoom classes. Mr. Mkalele Rogers, I will take this privilege to invite you to talk to us.
Okay. Thank you very much, Mr. Ogisha, for the introduction and members who are on call. Are you able to see my screen?
Yes, you can see it.
Okay. Yes, so colleagues, you are all welcome for this session. Just Mkalele, and I'm going to be taking you through this session with my colleagues, Edify and Training, and Edify Uganda. It is an organization which came in Uganda in around 2019, and there is to improve and expand Christ-centered education globally. They work in over 11 countries, and in Uganda, they have partnered with the Christian School Owners Association, which does the mobilization of schools, and they support them in trainings, applying for loans from Edify to support them, to help them as they come out of this pandemic and plan for next year. And they also support them in education technology. So they partnered with us, the ICT Teachers Association, for which I'm the national coordinator, to support schools in education technology. We do physical trainings and also online trainings like this. So I want to thank you all for coming for this particular session. So today we are going to be looking, we have been actually having this training, Edify e-learning training. It has been going on since 7th of October when we started. And today is actually day 4. So we started by looking at slides, which you created and uploaded on your Google Classroom. We looked at creating videos We also looked at Google collaboration tools, which we looked at yesterday. Today we are looking at Zoom set for eClasses. And not just be an attendee, but also to be a participant. Tomorrow we shall be looking at Google Classroom and WhatsApp, and we shall be winding up on Thursday. So this session I'm going to be handling with my colleague, Mr. Dumba. He's going to be joining us in the evening session. And we, together with other colleagues, have been managing Zoom classes. We have been managing Zoom classes since July for over 7,000 learners who are studying on Zoom every day, every week. So we have a lot of experience concerning this subject matter. We have seen the good, the bad, and the ugly of conducting online lessons. So we want to share, and we saw it was very, very important that we share about this with the rest of the teachers. Okay, maybe before we proceed, I want to first launch a poll here. I want to launch some poll. I want to find out how many of you have ever hosted Zoom, either as, have you just been a participant, or you have ever, and which features of Zoom have you used? So I'm going to launch a poll here. I'm going to launch a poll so that members are able to see the poll. Has the poll launched on your phones? That poll, yes. You just see. Mr. Augusta, have you seen the poll?
Via Zoom chat room or? Okay. Yes.
Okay, maybe the co-hosts, I think, are unable to answer the poll, but the rest of the people should be able to answer because the co-hosts, you already know Zoom. So, but have you seen it? I think it is loading.
Yes, we have seen.
You should be able to see something popping up in your phone. Hey, you have seen it. Let me first stop this. The poll has come, eh?
Yes, the poll has come.
I'm seeing so far 5 people. 5 people so far have filled in the poll. The first question is asking, have you ever scheduled and hosted a lesson through Zoom? Let me take a screenshot of this poll, and then I'm waiting for the feedback, and I'm going to be, I want to know, you see, even in the things of the new curriculum, they tell us triangulation. You should be able to do assessment for learning before the session actually, so that you can get to know where your learners are. 13 people have filled in the poll so far. I'm still waiting for more. Please, you fill in. Tell me whether you have ever hosted a Zoom lesson or you have the account. And also tell me which of the following screen sharing have you ever raised your hand. Normally I see some people when they tell them to raise the hand, they do like this in the camera because they want to raise their hand for the teacher to see. On a Zoom call where you have 100 people, you should be able to know how to raise a hand using the raise a hand feature on Zoom. Have you ever used the whiteboard? In this case, the blackboard. The blackboard. Have you ever used the whiteboard or the blackboard, the whiteboard on Zoom? Have you ever used the annotation? If I'm to do annotations, have you ever used the annotations on Zoom? Yeah, so we want to find out that. Then have you ever sent files via the chat? You can send words on the chat, but you can also send a file in the chat area. It is possible. You can send learners notes directly on the chat. Have you ever done live stream? Like right now, our lesson is on Zoom, on YouTube, by the way. so that immediately after the lesson, we shall be able to send you the Zoom link. So you will be able to, even if those who have missed, I know there are some who have been sleeping, they overslept. They wake up, hey, I've woken up, the lesson has ended. They have woken up at 9, the lesson was at 8. No worries, there is a recording for you. So you can share with your learners immediately after the lesson, the recording. Have you ever done that? Have you ever done what we call breakout rooms? When the teachers who are teaching senior 1 curriculum, you know what called they tell us to put learners in groups that they discuss and then they harmonize and they come and present on plenary. Can you do that? Can you break out learners on Zoom and they discuss and they come back and you harmonize? Have you ever done a poll like what is happening right now? A poll directly on Zoom so that learners give you immediate feedback. Have you ever done remote control? Remote control, I can allow you to control my slides. Maybe for me, I just want to talk. Then you, that side, you can be running my PowerPoint when it is on my computer this side, but when you are the other side, controlling my screen this side. Or there's something that I want to be helped on, you can control my mouse through Zoom. Have you ever used the host key, which you can use to start a meeting as a host, even when it was not your meeting? I don't know whether I'm breaking, but that is those are some of the things. So I think 31 people have participated in the poll, 70%. I'm going to show the results right now. Mr. Morut, I'm being
Yes,
heard.
Rogers.
I'm seeing my phone here. Mr. Morut?
Fine, Mr. Rogers.
Yes, we can hear you.
You're hearing me or I'm breaking?
You're fine.
Okay, thank you. Okay. So I'm seeing 80% have participated. I think that is good enough. Let me show you the results right now. We are going to see the results. We are going to see the results in the poll so that we can see the results for a poll. So you don't have to just be a mere participant in a Zoom call. You should be also be in the driver's seat. Okay, so sharing right now. Sharing the results right now so that you can be able to see. Are you able to see the results?
Yeah.
Are you able to see the results? Members, you see the results, eh?
Yes.
Okay, members, if you see the results, raise up your hand. Raise up your hand. I want you to click on the raise hand feature. I want to see if you can be able to see the results. So, from the participants who are on the call, you can see Tulinawe Joshua has managed to raise up a hand. That is also a competence. I want to see competencies, whether you know how to raise up your hand. I'm not telling you to raise up your hand in the camera, but use the raise a hand feature on Zoom. And 55% have just been mere participants. That is so sad, yeah? But don't worry, today we are going to make you to go to the driver's seat. Then with the Zoom features, I'm seeing 55% of the people have done a screen sharing. Raising a hand, 79% have ever raised their hand. 17 have used the whiteboard, 88 only have used the annotations. Only 27 have ever sent a file on the chat. Live streaming only 14, breakout rooms 14%. The polls only 8, remote control only 5, and host key only 8. Okay, so you can see many of us don't know how to use Zoom as we expected to be knowing how to use it. Let me lower all your hands and then we can be able to proceed. Okay, so members, you're welcome once again for this presentation. So let me resume with the presentation as we proceed. Okay, so thank you very much. So I'm going to go. So there's a quote here which says that technology may not replace the teacher, but the teacher who doesn't use technology will certainly be replaced. This is not to scare you, but if you go to some of the countries, we are looking at 21st century education. Technology is coming in our classes. And these days, if they ask any job advert, they will want the teachers who ICT competencies, and actually even the teacher training colleges these days, they've started putting ICT as one of the modules. So you need to learn how to teach with technology, whether you're teaching geography or mathematics or science or fine art, you should be able to teach with technology. So it is going to be a tool. The COVID pandemic has been somehow a blessing, by the way, as far as the e-learning industry is concerned, because people used not to see this as important. They used to say that technology is, but now it has become very, very important, and many people, many schools are going to be focusing on it. Okay, so I don't know whether my other connection here is on. It's slow. I'm seeing my presentation not loading. I just want to Mr. Moses Kasa.
Are you
seeing my screen?
Yes, we are still seeing the quote.
Okay, thank you. So today we want to look at, when we don't have much time, we are going to be just taking you through and scratching your head. But during the day, we are going to send you some clips showing you all those features. Don't expect that we are going to learn